I went to do my makeup today and I realized I had run out of my favorite mascara. I don't have time to run to Sephora. So I decided I'm gonna make my own makeup at home from scratch using only a few all-natural ingredients. How will I know if they actually work? I will be doing a full face of my DIY makeup and wearing it out later. What's up, Pookies? I am here at Sephora Labs and I am your CEO, Sydney. And the first product we're gonna be making is foundation. So first up, we're gonna use our powder component. So you can either use arrowroot powder or cornstarch, but arrowroot powder seems bougier, so I'm not using that. That feels right to me. Next, I'm going in with cocoa powder, and this is to darken the shade a little bit. These are mineral powders that will help us get that shade match absolutely perfect. A little bit of yellow and a tiny bit of blue. What if we just... Perfect. So I'm gonna be in my Edward Cullen era. Oh my God! I don't know if I can save this. This is why I can't have nice things. Vitamin E. And we're just gonna add a few drops. Oh, it's looking a lot darker than I thought it would be. That's not good. It's getting closer. I feel like that's pretty good. That's like low-key the perfect shade. And we're just gonna scoop some of it in. And that's our foundation. Next up, I'm gonna be making cream contour. So we're gonna need shea butter, a little bit of coconut oil, some wax from a bee. You melt that up for a real one. And then you just add your contour pigment. You give it a mix, and then it should turn into cream contour. Sounds easy enough. Shea butter me. Beeswax, coconut oil. Well, I guess let's get to it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our extractions from the nut tree. That looks like 2 tablespoons to me, personally. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in there. Like the video right now to enter the giveaway. And I'm gonna need a little bit of beeswax. That's exactly how much we need. And I'm just gonna put it in there. We're gonna go ahead and add some of our coconut oil. And a lot of people don't know, you can get it out with a whisk. Just like that. Don't ask me how this is gonna turn into contour. I know it looks questionable right now, but you're just gonna have to trust the process. I feel like the wax is like getting there. It's like almost melted. Oh God, oh God, oh God! Wait, I don't know what to do. Wait, I feel like I'm not supposed to happen. Now that that's melted, I'm gonna add a little bit of our brown pigment until it looks like a contour shade. I'm just gonna try to mix that in before the wax shea butter moment starts to harden. It's really starting to thick up. I'm just gonna test out that color. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a good like bronzer shade. So I'm just gonna take my little pot and it's gonna continue to get harder. It's like a little mousse consistency right now. And I made way more than I need. You know what this is? Look at it. I know you've never seen this before. What do you think it is? If you said a coconut, no, you're wrong. You're gonna need this. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go ahead and cut it, and then you're gonna see what it is, okay? It's a beet. Have you ever seen a beet before? Yeet the beet. We don't need it. We don't need the beet. Actually, we do, so I'm gonna go ahead and... So now we're gonna milk her. And to do that, I have my juicer. Well, I guess let's milk her. I don't exactly know how this works. Oh. I feel like that should be doing something. Why is it doing that? How do I turn this off? I look like I just killed someone. But it's a beautiful shade. So basically for a juicer, you need a container to catch the juice. So we're just gonna go ahead and put a few of these in here. And then what you do is you hit the on button and then you have to be gentle. So why we need our beet juice is because we're gonna be making blush. This video shows us exactly how to do that. So she blends up the beet, strains it to get the juice, and then boils it, and then adds some aloe vera and some glycerin, which I don't really know what glycerin is, but then she applies it and it looks stunning. And I wanna look stunning, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I have my boiled beet juice here, and I also have aloe vera. So we're really doing it the old-fashioned way. Ooh, it's so slimy. And then to extract the gloop glop, you're just gonna go ahead and scrape that with a spoon. Super old school. And you could also cheat and just use aloe vera gel, but I would never do that, you guys. I stand on business here and I do things the right way, even if it's hard.
What is she doing?
Oh my, cut that out, don't put that in. I feel like we have enough in here. What? She's defying gravity. We're just gonna add a little bit of that. And then we should just be able to add our beet juice pigment. I also saw another recipe that said you can use beetroot powder. So I'm really just gonna double down on our beets. We're just gonna use a little bit of powder, a little bit of beet, Oh my god. Are you serious? I feel like we might need a little bit more beet powder because I just don't know if it's pigmented enough. Like it looks pigmented in the bowl, but then when I swatch it, okay, there we go. I feel like that's better. I'm getting excited to try our products, you guys. My full face at the end of this is gonna look stunning, or at least it better because I do have things to do later and I won't have time to redo my makeup. So fingers crossed. I'm actually gonna smell like a beet for the next 2 weeks. Now we're making homemade eyeliner. So what we're gonna do is take some activated charcoal mixed with some clay, vegetable glycerin, and then you mix that together and it should be a beautiful eyeliner. Seems almost too simple, but let's see if I can do it. I'm pretty sure activated charcoal makes your teeth whiter. Let me know if I should try that. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot. Just a dash of clay. I don't know who is bentonite and how she knows clay, but period. God gave us teeth for a reason, you guys. Use them. A little bit of this, and then let's see what we're working with. Yeah, that is pigmented. I feel like this liner is either gonna be really good or really bad. She's either gonna be iconic or demonic. Okay, now the liner is definitely linering. Now we're just gonna put that in our Sidphora pot. So it's kind of gonna be like a liner, like pomade moment. Stunning! So easy. Next up, how to make mascara. So we're gonna add some coconut oil, a little bentonite clay, some beeswax, and a little activated charcoal. And then you should just be able to dip your spoolie in there and apply it like mascara. So I have my wax from the bee, and we're just gonna put that in there. A little bit of vegetable glycerin, and specifically, I'm supposed to be using fractionated coconut oil. If anybody knows what that means, please let me know. And then going back in with our activated charcoal, of course. And we're just gonna give that a good mix. And now that it looks like a chunk, are you kidding me? So I'm just gonna put it into this pot now that it's a thick consistency, just like me, and then just like that. And just pack that in. Perfect. Now we need to make our lipstick, so let's check out the recipe. So we are gonna need beeswax, of course. We're gonna need our shea butter, which we already have both of those. And we're gonna need some coconut oil. And then you're gonna melt it down. You're gonna want them to all combine. And then it's the fun part. You get to pick what color you want. Do you want glitter? Do you want it to be glossy? And you can add your beetroot powder. You can add your glitter. And then you add it into your container and it's stunning. Let's do it. So now I'm gonna reach into our bag of tricks, pull out a chunk that feels good, and just toss that in there. Beeswax, and then a little bit of coconut oil. I don't feel like setting up the fancy double boiler because we all saw how that went last time, so I'm just gonna put it in the microwave and hope for the best.
A few moments later.
Hello? I feel like she's not supposed to be making that sound. And now for the color, I feel like the beetroot powder would be really pretty. And I also have some glitter because glitter makes everything better. I can't tell if it's like pigmented or not. It smells really good though. Maybe a little more beetroot powder, a little more glitter. Oh, okay, maybe a lot more glitter. Make sure there's no chunks in there. Ooh, and it's already starting to like solidify on the sides. And this is so satisfying. It literally feels like an ice cream scooper. Put it in our pot. And I really thought I used a lot of glitter, but it turns out it didn't show up at all, so that's perfect. And that's our lipstick. Now I'm feeling super colorful for eyeshadow today, so we're just gonna go in with these colorful pigments, and I'm gonna do a little bit of this lavender. And for good measure, I'm just gonna add like a drop of vitamin E oil, just like that, and just give that a stir. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of glitter. And let's test out that color. Oh, look at that. That turned out pretty good. Now this blue one is calling my name, so I definitely want to try a little bit of this also. Give this one a swatch. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I feel like these colors will complement each other nicely. And this is the full makeup routine. Now all I have to do is go and apply it and see how we did. Let's see how this shade, oh, it's a little light. Okay, so she's not really blending out. Perfect. Concealer. Okay, I'm looking pale. This contour really solidified. Can this save us? Wait a minute. Not bad. Now I'm a little scared about the blush. I'm just gonna use my finger. Okay, wait a second. It kind of blended in. Some powder. Highlighter. So the highlighter definitely stuck to the blush. Eyeshadow. And it's got that glitter. Okay. Eyeliner. Now mascara should be interesting. It feels like mascara like texture. Yeah, no, not really. Mascara sucks. Lipstick. This smells like beets. The lips are actually really pretty. Ready for the reveal? 3, 2, 1. face of makeup feels better knowing that you made it at home from scratch yourself. And all of my products will be available at Sephora. Actually, not really. They'll be available at sydneymorgan.co, and make sure you go grab them. And thank you guys so much for watching. Check out another video. YouTube thinks you'll like this one.